Hi guys, I posted my relaxer update video yesterday and I got a request for my specific regimen and the products I use, and I was going to make this video anyway, but since I saw her comment and I had time today, I decided to go ahead and make it. Okay, first of all, I don't have a specific product list that I use. I just always try to use a good shampoo that has good ingredients and a good conditioner. I always use a conditioner as a deep conditioner, like no matter what kind of conditioner it is, I always deep condition for up to an hour with it. And I choose a good leave-in that's water-based, and I seal. So basically I shampoo, condition. Sometimes I will oil rinse. Like I'll put, as a final step, I'll put coconut oil in my hair, let it sit after I've deep conditioned, and then I'll rinse that out as a final rinse. And then, I'll moisturize and seal my hair. So that's shampoo, deep condition, sometimes an oil rinse, and then moisturize with a water-based moisturizer, and then seal with an oil. Well, my oil is what I use, the oil that I sell. So that's basically my regimen. Like that's all I do. I don't do anything special. I don't do anything in between other than moisturizing, sealing every 2 to 3 days. If my hair feels dry, then it'll be every 2 days or every 3 days if I touch it and it's moisturized. I relax every 12 weeks if I can. Sometimes, if I have an event or something, it'll be 10 weeks. But I try to stretch at least 10 weeks, at most 12 weeks. This time I put these in my hair right now on my page, my Facebook business page, Naturally Divine Products. I'm running a 6 inches in 6 months challenge. So I put these braids in, and I want to keep these braids in until the end of the challenge, which is June 30th. So I'm going to try to stretch my relaxer that long, and I'm going to try to keep these braids the whole time. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. And I protective style. Like I keep my hair bunned. If I don't have braids, like I'll keep a bun. I've shown pictures on my YouTube channel of, I'll slick my hair up in a top knot. I'll braid the free ends and then, wrap it around in a bun kind of like this. And that's how I wear my hair the majority of the time if I'm not wearing a wig or a sew-in. So I protective style, like I'd say 99% of the time. I very rarely wear my hair out and, on my shoulders. I try to keep my hair up and off of my shoulders. You want to choose a protective style that's not too tight, that's not damaging to your edges. If you can see, like these braids aren't tight at all. Like in some places they're pulling just a little bit, but that's normal. They'll loosen up over time, but I don't do a lot of yanking or combing or I don't like a lot of tension on my hair. So you choose a style that's not too tight. I don't take any vitamins or anything. I drink a lot of water. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do. It's real simple. I noticed that once you once you stop focusing on growing your hair grows. It's like if you sit there and you watch it and you hope and oh, how much length do I have today? Like you're not gonna see your progress that fast. I started my hair journey in 2012 and it's 2019 now. So it took a bit of time and I had a few setbacks along the way. And it happens. I've had to cut a good bit of my hair a few times actually. So now I'm finally to the point in my hair journey where I've just been coasting. Ever since I came up, you know, I did research and I came up with a good recipe for a hair growth oil, and ever since I've been using that. Like, if you've been following me for some time, you know where I started. You know the issues that I had with the V and with my hair breaking up the center. Like right after that last video where I was just fed up, and I think I said, oh, why is it such a black girl struggle that we can't grow our hair, and when we grow our hair, it's always an issue. Something always happens, or something I said like that, because my hair would like constantly break up the middle. And then I like did research day and night of, okay, what's good for African Americans and their hair growth. And you know, I came up with different things, and then I put them all together and I came up with my hair oil. And ever since then, I have not had any problems. Like, I use it faithfully. It's no specific directions to use it. You just basically put it, it's nothing special. It's an herbal infusion. And that's when my hair finally took off. I didn't have any more issues with it, with the breakage or anything. Like, it completely heals your scalp, your skin conditions, and your hair will be healthy. Like, this is the healthiest and the longest my hair has ever been in my entire life. So yeah, I attribute that to my oil. Excuse me. I also want to talk about like some myths and some places where black people tend to go wrong with their hair. Like, when I first started my hair journey, I would relax my hair every 4 weeks. Every 4 weeks. And it was like, oh my God, this new growth, I can't deal. So it wasn't until I started stretching my relaxers longer that I actually saw improvement in my hair, in the health of my hair, and in the thickness of my hair. And that's another thing. Like, when I would relax before, like, I think a lot of us thought, or some of us still think, when you relax your hair, that you relax all of your hair. Like, I would. 4 weeks I would relax, and then the next 4 weeks I relax again, and I continually overlap those relaxers. I will relax from my root to tip every time, and I do that 4 weeks after 4 weeks after 4 weeks, year after year. And what you're doing is over processing your ends. If your hair is not virgin hair, meaning if you are not natural, with no chemicals in your hair whatsoever, then you should not be relaxing the full length of your hair. You should only be relaxing your new growth every time. So if you relax, let's say you start with virgin hair and you relax all of your hair, the next relaxer, no matter if it's 4 weeks later, 12 weeks later, the next relaxer should only be your new growth, not the full length of your hair. I made that mistake for many years. It wasn't until I got on YouTube that I realized that I was doing that wrong. You know, because our hair would get wet, and, you know, the ends would be crinkly or whatever, and I feel like I need to relax all of my hair every time. That's the biggest mistake, and that's the biggest contributor to damaged hair. So again, you only want to relax your new growth. Do not relax the full length of your hair if you have previously relaxed your hair. I relax on dirty hair. I do not wash my hair 2 weeks prior to relaxing. I relax on completely dirty hair. That way I don't have to base my scalp or anything, because it already has my oil on it, and the length of my hair has the oil on it. So I don't need to base my scalp. I relax on dirty hair, which ends up just texturizing my hair. Like, I don't want bone straight hair. So I relax on dirty hair. And you don't want to always wear your hair down. Like I said, I protective style 99% of the time. So that's another thing. Like our hair is not meant to be free flowing. I'm going to say it again. African American hair is not meant to be free flowing. Our hair grows up and out. So even if you relax your hair and you break those bonds and now our hair is hanging and free flowing, not only is it damaged, chemically altered, it's weaker. So it's not meant to rub against our clothes like that. So even if you choose to relax, you should still keep your hair up and off of your shoulders, because all you're going to do is create that friction for your already chemically altered hair to continue to be damaged. So it's just gonna tatter. So it's best to keep it up. Now, I'm not saying that you can't ever wear your hair down and enjoy it, because every now and again I will wear my hair down, but it's not for very long, and I make sure I protect it by, like, I don't want to say heavily oiling, even though I do, because I like for my hair to have weight to it. Like I don't like a whole lot of bounce and body. So I will heavily oil mine if I'm going to wear it down. That way it'll have that lubrication when it's rubbing up against the clothes. But yeah, you don't want to wear it down a lot. I hope I'm not rambling. Okay, and cutting ends. I always thought that you cut your ends for your hair to grow, and that's not true. You don't cut your ends for your hair to grow. You cut your ends for aesthetic reasons. You cut your ends for health. So it's not something that you do for your hair to grow. And if you're constantly cutting your hair, you're constantly cutting off your progress. Now, if your ends are split, heavily damaged, thin, yes, you do want to get rid of those ends so they don't cause more damage, but you don't have to cut your ends every 6 weeks. Clip your ends as needed. I have not clipped my ends. I want to say it's been a year. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. But it's been a while. I don't have a need to cut my ends right now. Whenever my ends get to a place where I feel like they need a trim, then I will trim them. I don't go to salons. I don't trust hairstylists. There's nobody that I can trust, because the last time I went to a salon, the girl just took the scissors and started cutting my hair. She didn't ask me, did I want a trim? She didn't ask me anything, and she did a cut. It wasn't even a trim, and I'm just like, what are you doing? So that ended very badly. So no, I don't do salons. I do my hair myself. Grease is another thing that now I know in the natural hair community a lot of people are against grease. I'm not 100% against grease. I think grease is beneficial if it's used correctly. The purpose of a grease or an oil that's not permeable is to seal. So if you're gonna use a grease, use it on a damp scalp. So that's how you can still use your grease. Just make sure you're sealing in some type of moisture if you choose to use a grease. And that's pretty much it. Like, I don't want to ramble on. Like I said, there's no specific product that I use. There's no specific line that I suggest, even though I do have my own shampoo, conditioner, and oil. I just released the shampoo and conditioner, so I haven't even used it yet, but all of my stuff is all natural and organic. But like I said, it doesn't have to be mine. It doesn't have to be any specific brand. Just make sure you read the ingredients, and it has a good load of ingredients. I think anything over 7 ingredients is too many. and you want to watch out for like chemical laden products. Like, you don't want anything with too many chemicals. If you can't pronounce it, then it's probably not, you know, a good product if it has a whole bunch of things in it that you can't pronounce. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope I answered all of your questions. So that's it. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I'm trying to get better, you know, each time with recording. And I don't know about this app that I'm using now, because I think in the last video I chose Cinema View, and I don't know how that comes across on mobile phones and things, because, you know, it's different from mobile phones and desktops. And so I don't know how you guys are viewing, or if the quality is good or whatever. But leave me a comment and let me know. If you're a YouTuber and you watch my videos, let me know which apps you use to record, because I'm still trying to get the hang of this. But that's it for this time, guys. Be blessed.